you, fourth graders. I have a great lesson to share with you, so I think it's going to be good. Alright, excellent. Thank you all for facing forward, having your eyes on me. I love it. So today we are going to learn about a word, encouragement. Encouragement means the action of giving someone help, confidence, or hope. Last night, Mrs. Keeger gave me encouragement by helping me with a math lesson I was planning to teach, our math class. 2 days ago, a friend of mine gave me encouragement by giving me a compliment on a shirt that I had. She gave me confidence. Encouragement is a positive thing that helps us feel really good inside and gives us motivation. And so I would like you to turn and talk with a partner and share one time when someone gave you encouragement. Made you feel good.
No, I would like to be the person.
Okay.
Okay, you don't got
Thank you, fourth graders, for putting your eyes on me so quickly after I clapped. I love it. Can I have a couple friends share with me ways where someone has given them encouragement? Dylan, I saw your hand first.
When I came home with my test, my dad was proud of me because I did real good. So he gave me a good compliment and that made me feel
Okay, excellent. Let's see, Brandon, why don't you share with me what your partner said to you of a way that they felt encouraged?
Well, I did great on the math test too, but I was doing great on homework too, because it was so easy to do it. So, and I got a high school brother, and he's helping me too.
Okay, so can you tell me who was your partner? Who did you share with?
Adam.
Adam?
Yeah.
And Mahia? Okay, what did Mahia say?
Wait.
Like, what is the way someone else helped her feel encouraged?
For a new T-shirt.
They gave her a new T-shirt?
Yeah,
And they complimented her T-shirt? Okay, awesome. Well, one more. Lanija?
When I got my hair done, people gave me confidence.
Okay, excellent. Sounds like a lot of us have gotten encouraged or gotten encouragement from other people recently, which is great. Your hands down. Wait for all eyes to be up here. Wait for a few more eyes. Leo. Mahia. Alright, so we're going to read a story here called How Full Is Your Bucket? And when we read this, or when I read this, fourth graders, I want you to be thinking of ways that characters in the story help encourage each other. Okay? So we're going to be thinking about ways they show encouragement to each other. This story is called How Full Is Your Bucket?
4 kids.
4 kids. Yeah. Felix was putting one of the last blocks on his build with you, she said. Felix scowled. Go away. You're too little. I'm big. Stay back. You'll knock it over. I can be very careful. Go play with your baby toys, Anna. Felix thwack. Fourth graders, right now, I'm thinking that Anna, Felix's sister, is not feeling very encouraged. I can tell this because Felix insulted her and said that she had baby toys and that she would knock it over. If I was her, I would not be feeling very encouraged by these hurtful words. Grandpa! Grandpa shook his head. Felix, you just dipped from your sister's bucket. Like everyone else, Anna has an invisible bucket. When it's empty, she feels bad. But when it's full, she feels great. Didn't you ever notice your own bucket? Invisible bucket? Sometimes Felix couldn't quite tell when his grandfather was joking. Let's find out what he's talking about. But the next morning, when Felix woke up, there it was, a small gray bucket floating above his head. Strange, I've never seen buckets before.
This is a non-fiction book.
When Felix came down to have breakfast, his mom was in a hurry. I've got a meeting this morning, and it's almost time to go. Anna, sit still. Felix slipped, and cocoa wheat scattered across the floor. Felix, yelled his mom, you should have used the stool to reach that. Felix could feel his bucket tip, and big, invisible drips spill out. Drip, drip, ha, ha, Anna laughed as she crunched the cereal with her shoe. Drip. Get the broom and clean that up before you miss the bus, scowled his mom. Alright, fourth graders, I want you to turn and talk to a partner and tell them if you think Felix is feeling encouraged or discouraged and why you think that might be. David, what do you think? Again, I heard some great conversations there, fourth graders. And I have maybe two more students that haven't share with me this time as to how they're thinking Felix is feeling right now. David, how are you thinking Felix might feel right now after his mom?
Discouraged because he got to clean up something. And his little sister's stepping on him so he can clean up more.
How about Vidal? What's a way that maybe his mom could have handled this situation that would make Felix feel encouraged?
She could say, you just gotta clean it up and I'll help you and then you can get on the bus or I'll go by myself.
Oh, okay, so maybe she could have offered to help him clean it up instead of just yelling at him. That would be a good way. Chris, Ellie, you have
Instead of Anna saying haha, she could have say I'm sorry, could I help you in something?
That's a great one, Chris. Yeah, I think I would definitely feel encouraged if someone helped me to pick something up that I spilled. All right. So let's listen and find out what happens to Felix next. All right. With the school bus honking, Felix quickly swept up the cocoa leaves and grabbed the last blueberry muffin. But before he could even take one bite, Buster jumped up and grabbed the muffin from his hand. Oh man, poor Felix. Hey, look at Felix's new backpack. My baby brother has one just like it. Rip. Alright, now fourth graders, every time you think that Felix is feeling discouraged, I want you to give me a thumbs down. And when you think he's feeling encouraged, I want you to give me a thumbs up, okay? Felix, maybe they're gossiping about him or saying something about him. Watch out, shrimp. Yeah, probably feeling lots of discouragement here. It was still morning, and Felix's bucket felt almost empty. As he watched his classmates walk to the room, he secretly hoped they would trip and fall. That's what it feels like when you have an empty bucket. First grade or fourth graders, before you say anything, think for a second. Why do you think Felix wants his classmates to trip and fall when he's not feeling very good himself? Adam, I think I saw your hand first.
I think he wants people, his classmates to trip because his bucket is almost empty. I see. So if one of the kids trip, you might be happy and maybe his bucket will fill up.
Okay. So maybe, I think I get what you're saying, but kind of at the beginning you were saying his bucket's not feeling very full, so he's feeling discouraged. So maybe when he's feeling discouraged, he wants other people to feel discouraged too. Yeah.
You know how the empty bucket is still filled with water?
Yeah, not too much though. Carly, do you have one more thing to add?
Well, I was gonna say that like he's being discouraged, then maybe he wants other people to feel that too.
Yeah, that can
Then
kind of
he'll
happen
feel more
sometimes.
happy. Then he'll like.
You may think that, but we'll find out what actually happens. Alright, Lenasia, can you please face forward here? Thank you. Felix slumped into his seat and waited for something else bad to happen. Miss Bumblenickel walked slowly up to his desk and handed him a paper. He could hardly bear to look. Felix, you wrote a wonderful story. Would you please share it with the class? Alright, how's he feeling now?
Encouraged.
He's feeling pretty encouraged. Felix grinned and felt a big drop land right in his bucket. Drop. Drop, plop, clink, drop. The Gigantosaurus who wanted a pet. By me, Felix. The class grew quiet. They laughed in all the right places and oohed at the scary parts. When Felix finally read the end, everyone clapped, even Emily, who sat next to him, and usually didn't like dinosaurs. Felix felt a whole shower of drops land in his bucket. Maybe the day wouldn't be so bad after all. He's feeling pretty encouraged after all these compliments from his classmates. Looks like he has a note from his mom there. Team captains today are Veronica and Felix. He's probably feeling pretty encouraged there. Nice cow. It's a dog. Well, nice colors then. Awesome, Eric. Yeah, I'm thinking he's feeling pretty encouraged too. Cool laser and backpack, Felix. By afternoon, Felix's bucket was nearly full. At recess, when he looked around, Felix suddenly realized that his grandpa was right. Everyone else had a bucket too. Let me help you. Looks like he's helping the man pick up some papers. Drop, drop. Both their buckets are filling. Here's your baseball cards. Or baseball catch. Thanks, dude. Hi, I'm Felix. First day? Yes, I'm Amir. The strange thing was that for every drop he helped put in someone else's bucket, he felt another drop in his own bucket. Think about that for a second, fourth graders. Why do you think that might be? When he gives encouragement to someone else, he is encouraged himself too. Leah?
Because when he gave the dude the baseball, he said thanks dude, which made him feel more happy and more encouraged.
So they're kind of both helping each other out there. He's giving him a compliment for helping him out. Brandon?
He's proud of himself because, he filled up his old bucket. So, and when it was empty, it was like grumpy. And now when it's filled, now he's happy again.
Yeah, so he's kind of, it's a good point, Brandon. He's kind of proud of himself when he's helping others. Alright, last one,
I think for every time he's helping someone else,
he's like encouraging himself to do it.
That's right, you kind of can encourage himself while he's encouraging others. It's another good observation. Alright, we're almost done at the story here. When Felix burst in the door after school, he shouted, "You were right, Grandpa. I do have a bucket, and I understand how it works." Then he saw Anna's torn doll. "Bad dog," he almost scolded. But then he thought, dogs might have invisible buckets too. "Your doll will be okay, Anna," said Felix. "Mom will fix her. Until then, do you want to help me build the tallest building in the world with my blocks?" And so they did. They both their buckets are filled up.
Wait, that's up.
Thumbs up, that's right, Eric. Thumbs up in the last part.
I say a silence.
Alright, so a few questions again I have for you fourth graders. Think about the way that Felix treated his sister in the beginning and the way that he treated his sister at the end of the story. How did Felix change from the beginning of the story to the end of the story? Tiana, I haven't heard you yet.
He was grumpy at the beginning and then he started nice to her at the end.
Can you say it a little bit louder, Tiana?
He was grumpy at her at the beginning and then nice to her at the end.
Okay, yeah, so at the beginning, was he very encouraging to her?
No.
No, he wasn't very encouraging, but at the end, he was?
Yes.
Yeah, because he kind of realized the feelings that she had. Fourth graders, when we analyze characters in the story, their feelings and their actions, we can understand the story even better by understanding the characters in the story. That's why it's very important to kind of think how the characters are feeling and why they do the things they do. So, fourth graders, I'm going to have you write on a sheet of paper here 3 to 5 ways that you can encourage others. There are all kinds of examples here in the book of ways that Felix and other characters were encouraging. I want you to think in your head of ways that maybe you can encourage classmates, ways maybe you can help them or give them compliments, or ways you can encourage your family members. So I want you to write 3 to 5 ways on this sheet, and then in the back I want you to answer one of these questions here. Okay? We discussed some of these questions.
If we done, can we make our own bucket?
Yep, so and then afterwards you're going to draw a picture of you encouraging someone else on the bottom here. Okay? So you're going to answer one question, write 3 to 5 ways you can encourage someone else, and then draw a picture. Do we have any questions? Nicholas?
What if you have more ways to encourage others than 5?
In 5, that's great. Maybe just write your top 5 down, and then maybe on your notebook, in one of your literacy notebook, you can write even more down. But right now, you just write 5. That's great. You can think of that many already. Do you all have ideas in your head right now?
Yes.
All right, excellent. Why don't, who was our paper passers this week? Saray and Erica. Why don't you two put these on desks, and once you see they're on desks, you can go to your desk. Thank you. Please keep your habit.
Okay.
That should be good for the
Cut.
video.